I'm going to give you 5 reasons why this budget-friendly compact sedan is the way to go. We're showcasing the 2025 Nissan Versa SR in gray sky pearl over sport bucket seats. The SR. You're going to have a little bit more sport cues on the exterior. They also boast some of that fake carbon fiber on the interior, so it gives you more features, a little bit more sporty design, and one of the best fuel economy vehicles in class. I'm Anthony from Hawkeye Rides, and I'm going to go over some pros and cons to reveal those 5 reasons why you may want to consider this subcompact sedan. Starting with 5 inches of clearance. New this year, full LED headlights, daytime runnings. That integrates with the horizontal chrome bars that go into that V-Motion grille. It just looks a lot more athletic. You get the SR badging. There isn't any fog lights, making the lower look a lot more aggressive. House underneath the hood is a 1.6 liter 4-cylinder. That's producing 122 horsepower with 114 pound-feet of torque paired to a Xtronic CVT transmission, which is going to be optimal for those MPGs because you're getting 32 MPGs for the city, 40 MPGs for the highway, combined at 35 MPGs. That's pretty crazy. The first reason why I would consider this is because of that fuel economy. 17-inch wheels come standard on the SR, 15 inches the base wheel, 16 is on the SL, and the lower, it's going to stay simple with the gloss black for the side view mirrors, matte black surrounding all the window trim, so I appreciate that. And look how it comes into the back. It just keeps the lines clean and brushed into the LED taillights, SR badging in red with the trunk lid spoiler. The lower gets the reverse sensors, and here's that fake carbon fiber that I was talking about. You get a damn diffuser on this car. I mean, when you're thinking Versa, yet again, why would you think sport? But at 22,000-ish grand, I mean, I would tick the box to it. The front will get the independent strut with coil springs over shock absorbers with the stabilizer bar for both the front and the rear. The rear suspension is a semi-independent torsion beam with coil springs over shock absorbers. And I like this exterior color, especially with that glossy black and the SR print. And comparing this against competition like the Corolla, this is going to be cheaper. You're going to get better fuel economy and you have more interior space. Comparing it against Honda, they don't have anything really that's this small in the segment, because even if you go against Mitsubishi, this is going to have more power underneath the hood. And this is the second reason why you want to go SR. You get 15 cubic feet of space instead of 14.3 cubic feet. You get the bag holders. Underneath the floor, it gets a spare tire. Unfortunately, to split fold the rear bench, you do have to come back here, pull the tabs. They'll fold at a 60-40 split. That will maximize the cargo capacity to the Versa, and it does sit up a little bit more so. You also have this cargo net here, the key fob to the Versa SR. Manual seat adjustment for everybody in the front. Sport bucket seats and heated seats. Only way you can get heated seats is going this trim as well as this sport design. Otherwise, it's just a premium cloth going into the SL. The SR also gives you an 8-inch instead of a 7-inch. It isn't a driver-focused setup, so you have plenty of room. Just 4-way manual seat adjustment for the passenger. Circular air vents with the gloss black. You get the satin aluminum, that contrast stitch that comes into play. 6 speakers instead of the standard 4 speakers. Let's fire it up. Now the NIM technology will have navigation through Nissan door-to-door navigation. Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, Sirius XM, AM, FM, streaming, Bluetooth audio. Put it into reverse, and you get a reverse camera. The trajectory does expand. And look at this, on the 7-inch gauge cluster, look at all the sensors that you got all around it. It just makes it a little bit more safe, which is the third reason why I would option something like this. At this price point, to have that much safety around the vehicle, that's kind of crazy. Wireless charging pad, it starts on the SL, going on into the SR with a single climate control setting. You get the glossy black here. This is going to be pushed back a little bit more than my liking, but you get another USB port, and it's pretty deep with a couple of USBs here and a 12-volt right here. Check out the leg space that you get. It is a smaller car, so it should be a little bit more tight. With a flat bottom steering wheel, multi-function. Going back to that gauge cluster, you can go through an array of different content for the driver on the 7-inch gauge cluster side. Otherwise, the odometer is analog. No auto dimming rear view mirror. No LED interior lighting. No moonroof. But check out the headroom. That is pretty incredible. For this size of a vehicle, I'm at 6'3". Door panel and dash, it configures in together and wraps around into the dashboard. You have a little storage tray here that you can put some change, but if you mash on the gas, it could kind of come out. More of the everyday materials, software needs to be, the fake carbon fiber, one touch up and down for the driver window, a long storage pocket with the beverage holder carved out. For the back seat, this is the opening that you have to fit 3 more occupants. There isn't any armrests or cup holders. You get storage behind the passenger seat with a USB in the back. The door card is going to have the same materials found in the front, so every day, software it needs to be. It's just a beverage holder down there or that fake carbon fiber. Sitting behind me, the seats are carved out, so plenty of leg room. You do sit up higher. Headroom is starting to get a little bit cramped. I have maybe ½ an inch at the most. Sliding into the center, don't do this to a 6'3" person. This is just embarrassing. You're not going to be able to fit me in here. Butt, leg, and shoulder space is going to be shared. If the seat's back, it's just so uncomfortable. Just let me sit in the front, because even headroom, it's going to be compromised. I'll have to scoot down even more so in order to actually fit. And look at this. My back isn't even against the whole damn seat. Now the Versa SR, you're getting 122 horsepower and 114 pound-feet of torque out of the 1.6 liter 4-cylinder paired to the CVT transmission. Now, I'm not usually a huge fan of these CVT transmissions, but when you're going into an inexpensive vehicle, it's really hard to capture anything otherwise because, I mean, it's almost impossible to get something fully loaded at like $22,000 to $23,000. And when you're considering the starting price is like $18,000-ish, that's a lot of value. 5 inches of clearance, is it an everyday vehicle? Yes. Is it a practical vehicle? By far, yes. Is it a family vehicle? I mean, a smaller family. Somebody tall like me, I'm already gonna be disappointed with the seat settings. It actually bolsters a little bit too much to the back area for my liking. But let's see that motivation. Getting there. I think we got it. There we go. So it does take a little bit of time, but that is also to be expected. Maneuverability isn't going to be too much of an issue. The steering is pretty light. You do feel some of the feedback. These are smaller wheels. You do have a lot of road noise that filters in. It's going to take me to some pros and cons right off the bat. With the pros, because of the total value, your MPGs, the technology, the safety, and the capability of having the space inside the cabin plus cargo capacity, usually you don't get all those amenities in something at this price point. Now the cons, the seats are not very comfortable. It does give you heated seats. You have to spend over 21 grand in order to get this 8-inch screen, 7-inch gauge cluster. I'm okay with the analog odometer and only a single climate control. Because I'm in the SR, give me dual climate control settings for the front. You're gonna hear the engine. I've reviewed the Mirage, which is very comparable to this. It has a lot less power. The seats are actually more comfortable, a lot more road noise that filters in, and you feel pretty much everything. Where here, the suspension isn't that bad. Just that road noise really gets a little bit to you. You get the 6 speakers, so that can be something that turns that off a little bit. Flat steering wheel, so it looks sporty. You get the fake carbon fiber in the door cards, and you also receive the contrast stitching. So overall, it's a great package. And the suspension is the 4th reason why this is the vehicle to go to when you're considering the competition, because it is more smooth. And if you are buying something like this, you usually plan on driving it for a long time. Turn radius at more or less a stop point. Going to be about 2 lanes. There's really no rocking and rolling on this type of vehicle. You're just looking to get optimal MPGs. Great visibility, great safety, and it has more technology than pretty much everybody at this price. But when you're already around 22 grand, you could flick out another $4,000 or $5,000, try to work a deal on something better. And when you're considering this safety, because you get the Safety Shield 360, I mean, you got an automatic emergency braking with pedestrian detection. You got rear automatic braking, lane departure warning. Auto high beam, that's on pretty much every single freaking vehicle, so I don't even consider that an option anymore. Rear cross traffic alert. And the final reason why this budget-friendly compact sedan is worth it is because when you're looking at a vehicle at this price, let's face it, we're looking for an A to B drive. It ticks the box with more performance than anyone in class, more technology, more safety, more space in the interior, and it's the cheapest vehicle that you can buy. Now, obviously, it's gonna have a weak acceleration. The trim is gonna be more basic, and the interior, it's not gonna be something that's so over the top. But for an everyday budget-friendly subcompact sedan, there isn't many out there to choose that gives you everything that you're getting here. But let me know your thoughts in the comments, and if you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. Check out this next video right here. And I'd like to thank our friends here at Brandon Nissan.